Recording?
Okay, sound rolling? Lads, pay attention. About to do a scene. Yeah, it's rolling. Come on. Alright, scene 3. Setup 1, take 2. Action.
This movie was one of my first projects here with Cherry Orchard Equine Centre. As arts coordinator, I had to take on a number of ongoing funding applications, successful funding applications, and this was youth ensemble application that we had. So I was delighted to get stuck into something sort of a hands-on piece of work that had a lot of potential for the young people. So it was great to have them, and they are a lovely, lovely bunch of young men. We had some crack behind the scenes, like Ned running up and down the fields and knocking on doors around Cherry Orchard, us down in the local Rialto chipper pretending to serve chips. It was just, start to finish, it was an enjoyable project. I think the lads got a lot out of it.
Scene 2, chipper, setup 1, take 5.
I'm the youth worker here, one of the youth workers here in Cherry Orchard Equine Centre. I helped build a group up and select what group might fit best into a movie making programme. Then I tried to encourage their creativity, encourage them to work as a team. From my end of things as a youth worker, it was more of a drugs awareness programme nearly than just a movie that was getting made. So we had deep discussions around drug use and polydrug use, and we discussed why they wanted to do a movie that was really heavily linked to drugs as well. These movies do start conversations. When we were starting it out, everyone vying for their voice to be heard, and then the conversations we were having around drug use, the conversations we were having around movie making, the conversations about creativity, all stemmed from the fact that we were making a movie with them. For me as well, I think bringing in those experts showed the lads that you need to learn to work with people from all different backgrounds, that it's a wider scope for them now. They could say, have you ever worked in a movie? They could go for an interview, they could get a part, and they will understand the stop-start nature of movie making.
First reaction when I saw the film, it was a bit, I don't know, I think it was alright. It could be improved, but it was good. It was a good learning experience.
My first reaction when I saw the final cut was, the movie looked good. I thought the lads done a good job making the movie.
It was good, yeah, a bit nervous, but it's a good experience.
I don't know how it came about. I think it was Brendan that we have now. We were just throwing around ideas and then we just picked one. We just came up with the name on the spot. It was kind of said to do drugs, because it's around her basically.
The impact we hoped to have was a realistic film, so the show actually happens most of the time. Spreads awareness, I guess.
It's just the activity around her, drugs, stuff like that, it is relatable. There has been people getting killed over being involved in drugs, criminal activity, stuff like that. If you get involved in that type of life, it's not gonna end well for you, because bad consequences will happen, if you get into that kind of life. So I think that's what the movie was based around.
I think it's important for young people to make movies if you want it, because it's a fun experience, it's good. Just do it. What's the worst that can happen?
There was a lot of challenges, there was just little bits, obviously when kids are just hyper all the time, so that was just trying to get settled down and just do it kind of right. Because there's one scene we were trying to hold that laugh in silence and we just couldn't do it.
And we had to stand there looking at each other for about 5 minutes and all, we couldn't do it. It had to take about 100 takes, just kept laughing.
It just kept going over and over and it just kept laughing. I was like, oh, snapping I was.
Man.
Whatever he's doing, you're not.
Damn!
Right, start that again.
Come on!
This all has to happen within seconds.
Did you make pull the phone or?
It was very hard.
It took us ages, but like we only had 2 hour slots and half an hour was spent on trying to get set up and take everything else back down. But as I was editing it, you notice so much things that, why didn't we do that? Why did we do this? And it's so like, just little things that we filmed as we were editing it. Like I think we added in 5 new scenes and cut out loads of scenes because they just weren't good. Because obviously we had no script, we didn't know what, we just kind of winged it. So it was like, oh, we forgot to do that because it wasn't written down. A script's like important so you're not going off the track. But then again, like a script has you set, like if you were looking at it, you're like, well, that's better though. And you can obviously go off script, but at least you have a baseline on what you're doing and how you're getting there. So we got it done anyways.
Would you like to make a film again?
Yeah, I would like to make another film again, yeah.
I think it's very important for young people to make movies. It opens them up to a new creative space. It allows them to be somebody that they're not in their everyday space, so they can adapt a character, become a character, be more creative, and then have kind of almost a mask that they can say things that they wouldn't say if they weren't in character. And I thought when we had a few ad-libs, and it kind of got me to know the young people a lot better and what they're interested in. It got me to understand where they were coming from in their lives, because they weren't holding back and they weren't showing this persona, but they were showing their acting persona.
For me, the biggest piece of learning that I could see happening was when we introduced Marcus and Rob Harrington directing, and Marcus Pilchowski, he was doing camera. So once the guys saw it, okay, it's real. It's a real piece for them. They've set up a studio for themselves. They have like the lights, they have the boom, they have all of this equipment to use that we have here in Cherry Orchard Equine Centre. It's a fantastic resource to have. And just to mention, to thank the funders profoundly. It would be great to see them come, to see them firsthand, for them to see the work that the young people have done firsthand. Without their support, none of this would have been possible. So the premiere that we had just before Christmas, all the fun we had, the equipment that we've used, the professionals that we've brought in, none of it possible without the help of the Arts Council.